Welcome to a walkthrough of Figure 1. The data is from a May 29, 2020 sampling of GISAID. Part A tracks the global shift in frequency of an amino acid in the spike protein in position 614. Orange represents a D or aspartic acid, blue a G or glycine. The circle size represents the relative sampling in different locations, and the pie chart shows the relative frequency of the two forms. G began to spread in Europe in late February. By the end of March, G had become the most common form globally. Updated interactive versions of this figure can be found at cov.lanel.gov. You can zoom into a region, and a click on the pie chart displays the number of sequences. Part B shows all GISAID regional data with enough information to determine if D and G frequencies were significantly changing over time. The four groupings get ever more local from continents, top left, to counties and cities, bottom right. We tested every region that met three minimal criteria. First, both D and G had to be co-circulating with at least three of each form. Second, sampling had to span enough time to see a shift, at least 2 weeks. Third, there had to be enough sequences to be adequately powered, 15 initially and 15 2 weeks later. Every region with a significant shift in frequency in either direction is shown here. For example, Washington State had started as a D epidemic when G first entered the population. That's the bar on the left. After 2 weeks had passed, G was the most common form. That's the bar on the right. This shift was highly significant with a p less than 1 in 100,000. Shifts in frequency are almost always towards G. Under the null hypothesis that both forms were equally likely to propagate, the repetitive nature of this pattern was highly significant. Part C shows the weekly running counts of each form by continent. The shape of the curve indicates sampling frequency. Sequencing efforts needed time to ramp up, hence the tail on the left, and the delay between a sample being taken and a sequence becoming available at GISAID causes the tail on the right. The important thing to note is the relative heights of the orange and blue bars, showing the increase in G over time.